Hey guys, LPJ Gaming here. This is episode 20, part C, or episode 20C. If I do get interrupted, I apologize. Everyone here is at home, so I could be walked into. Anyways, I wanted to talk about what has happened recently. You already know about the state of the video game Thrift series, but I'll tell you, I had a bit of a fallout with the independent mom and pop store. You know, in Greater Vancouver, this store is well known for being like very popular, but like it's not much of a fallout, it's just of an insult. You know, like I thought these guys were supposed to be the best in town, but I guess they aren't. I guess they aren't anymore. And yeah, I've actually read a few reviews. Apparently, they've gone downhill. Anyways, this I won't say mom and pop business. Even though yeah, there's only one location. It's an independent store. This business, you know, I used to go there a lot and trade in games, and they would give me a decent amount of credit. Like, you know, probably half of what it's worth if it's a good game. Like, for example, Super Smash Bros. Melee, price charting's about 50, 55. They probably sell it for 70. Oh, yeah. That also brings me to the fact, for them, they always seem to put a premium price on rare games, whether it be even with the exchange. Like, I've seen some insane prices that are way above market retail. I just don't get that. You know, I understand you're running a business, but you're not going to win with that kind of competition. But, you know, then this does give me the advantage to trade in games. So, example, let's just say they're selling Smash Bros. Melee 55. It's US 50. With the exchange, about 65, but they'll mark it up to 75. They probably give me about 30, 35, like, actual cash. And that's actually pretty good for a quick sell. You know, so that's good and all, but you know, recently they've been pretty insulting on what they've been giving me. Like, I kind of had enough of it. Like, okay, so I had a sealed copy of Need for Speed Most Wanted. You may have seen that. I tried trading that in, you know, price chart says 30. 30 brand new. So obviously I know the demand isn't going to be good, but, you know, so I'm pretty sure they'll probably price it around 30. But even if they're not, if people aren't demanding it, they'll still mark it up to the max value. I don't get it. Well, about $30, right? You know, and guess what they offer me? 5. And it's brand new, sealed, and it's worth a bit of money. You know, well, I guess I can understand that they've been pricing their games like hell. Weird. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, back a long time ago, this store used to be below market retail. I don't know what happened. I guess their profit margins and their earnings just plummeted because of that. But, you know, if you know, I can understand if you have to give less trade credit and cheaper prices. I can understand that, but it seems like something must be working because they're still in business. Like, I think it's because of the reputation they had built previously. Like, I don't know, the owner. You know, he's a nice guy. Like, I have nothing. I love his idea. How far he's gone. It's just the current, like, I don't think it's his fault entirely. It's just that, you know, it's just competition's gotten rough, but it's gotten to a point where I'm just like, how long are they gonna stay in business? You know, like, I like the guy. I have nothing against him, although I don't like. I'm gonna be treading on thin water here when I'm gonna say if he sees this, that I don't really, you know, like his employees, like his new employees. Like, back then when I was younger, so I was, you know, more of a kid, more of like a rowdy kid, like annoying and everything. You know, they'd be able to put up with me, and I could always get a good laugh and joke with them. The old employees, like you could say, the original employees and pioneer employees that I liked, you know, and I don't know, the last original employee probably left, you know, not too long ago, probably anywhere from 6 to 8 months. You know, he's very kind. He was very kind, and I really liked him. He's a nice guy. You know, new one. This lady, I don't know if I'll be allowed back in the store, but I'll keep it censored and, you know, conservative. I just have this weird feeling she hates me. I don't know what it is. I haven't pissed her off. I haven't told her to F off or anything, but I don't get it. I just don't get it. You know, she has that look at me. She has that look that she, you know, she hates her job. I don't know. That's just probably me. I suck at judging people sometimes, or I'm really good at judging people. It kind of depends. And she just doesn't enjoy my presence, or she doesn't enjoy the fact that I'm just trying to give her, like, a trade in some games and just walk out with cash, not spending anything in the store. From her point of view, I can kind of understand that, but this is a business. What do you expect? And not to mention, they hired another guy employee. You know, at first he looked okay, he seemed okay, but then afterwards he seemed a little like unsettled. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I just don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me, but I swear, they all have some kind of weird hatred for me. They just, or I don't know. They just bring the atmosphere down. See, back with the original ones, they would always lighten up the mood, always give me good laughs, and they'd be very lenient on the prices too. Like, you know, he'd be like he would exclude tax, which tax is like 12%. It's actually quite high. You know, he'd exclude it. Very nice of him, or he'd go low on the price. You know, like, what happened there? What happened? You know, oh yeah, and remember that Wavebird receiver I had? You know, that stuff, you know, about with the exchange here in Canada could sell upwards of 30. They offered me 5. Like, what is this? I could probably find a buyer pretty fast. Like, I know it's trading, but come on. Those will sell. I can tell you that. Everyone has the controller but missing the receiver. I don't know. I'm just a kid. I could look at this all wrong. You know, who knows? But this also brings me to the fact I found a new place. You know, you could say they're competition, but here, I'm going to mention their names if this is positive. It's Press Start Video Games. You know, owner Russell Bradley. I give him a good shout out for, you know, helping me out, offering decent. Like, obviously there's not the best because, you know, business is competitive. I can understand that. But, you know, it's within reason where he has some room to negotiate. And he's the one that you know, brings the atmosphere up. Like, I could be wrong here about the other place. You know, maybe the employees, if the owner isn't there, because Russell Bradley is the owner of Press Start. If the owner isn't there at the other store, you know, they just don't give a damn. But if the owner, because I've actually kind of noticed that when the owner's there, you know, owner's really nice. Like I said, he's nothing wrong with him. You know, maybe, you know, but hey, competition. But anyways, when the owner's there, I noticed they performed better and they offered a little bit better price, trade-in value. But, you know, when they're not here, they seem to go full insulting. You know, and I just couldn't take it anymore. Like, yes, Press Start Video Games has a bit of a different route for me when I go there, but hey, it's better than going to that place and, you know, not feeling welcomed, and it's just, you know, I have this bad feeling. I don't want the owner of the other store to get mad at me, but I don't know if that store is gonna last because, you know, because I've looked at some at reviews, like, you know, yes, I get they have their positive reviews, but there's also those few negative reviews, you know, that actually do say have a point in them, and I just don't know. I could say if they keep marking up their prices the way they are, I could see them possibly going at it for another few years before something's gonna take a toll on them. You know, I don't want to see that because the owner, you know, he's very nice. I think it's just the employees, like, it's just me, but I don't know. I also talk to other people, and they also tell me the employees seem to have this, you know, negative mood and give out these negative vibes. That's how should I say it. You know, so, you know, I just had enough of it. I decided to go to Press Start Video Games. You know, it's an awesome place. You know, it is 1,000 times. You know, there's just a review that says 1,000 times better than the other place, and I'm just like, yeah. Now it is. You know, their prices are within reason. You know, the thing about Russell is he has good explanations of his pricing. You know, he explains that, even with the exchange, people aren't going to pay full retail unless they're hardcore collectors that don't give an F. But even then, he isn't as selfish. Like, the thing is, the employees at the other store are just going off what they see. I'm pretty sure if the owner were doing it, he'd be more lenient, probably drop the price a little bit. Or, it could be another strategy for them, see, let's just say they mark up the value of Splash Brothers to 70, they offer 55, but, not everyone can see that. I don't know. But yeah, Russell explains, that you cannot get full retail unless you get lucky or it's a hardcore collector. And, he actually understands that, the other place, they have changed a lot. So right for now, due to the issues, they offered me some really disturbing trade, and stuff I should be getting about, I don't know, 70, 75 trade-in credit, or 60, 50 cash. They offered me 25 to 30. I shit you not. And then I don't know what it is with the woman, but every time there's one little scratch on a game, she deducts a lot of value off of it. Of course I do bring in some scratch games. I can understand that, but there's a little. One time she deducted $10 just for a little bit of top layer damage. It wasn't even that noticeable. I didn't even notice it. She must see a lot to knock off $10. That really pissed me off. And in general, she's a little strict, because you guys have a resurfacer. I can understand if you don't have a resurfacer and you have to take the games as is, okay. But you guys have something, a tool that, cleans games. I know resurfacers aren't 100%, good performance. It'll give you, it will fix everything, but, it fixes a majority, and, the chances of it working, even when it's scratched with resurfacing it will work. But seriously, it's gone to holy crap, I can't deal with this anymore. Preston, you got this store here, while you got Preston and Russell Bradley, an awesome dude, he's not losing money, but he's definitely not making a whole ton because of the reputation and previous reputation of the other place. So yeah, I've gone on too long with this rant here. Pretty much all in all, I pretty much stopped going to that other place. I might go browse just to see if there's something I want. Even then, their prices will probably be out of my comfort zone. I'll show you, for example, I saw Bully Scholarship Edition at that place for $24.99, and that's not including 12% tax. And if I suggested it, they'll probably tell me no in a very bad attitude. I don't know. Like I said, their attitude, their atmosphere could just be me, but from hearing from others, that questions me. But here, press start with Russell. It's $14.99. You put that into perspective, $10 off. And not to mention, if I asked him, could you cut the tax? He might, or he'll explain, a good reason why, because the other ones, they'll be like, no. They'll just have that, no. I hate burning bridges with, that. Well, this is not burning bridges, but, it's not, becoming, I don't know how you say it, it's just not losing a connection. Well, not really. I'll visit them. I didn't piss them off, but still, it kind of disappoints me. Okay, so I brought those traded games to Press Start, though. He offered me more than I could ever think of, 60 or 65 cash. Either way, it was more. I was impressed. And, when he's handing cash, he does have that, he's not starting out. But hey, I can understand. You don't want to hand in real cash. But I saw something in the shadows. It was just a car moving. That just happens with my window. But anyways, like, Russell, he's a good guy. I would recommend him over the other place. And boss of the other place, if you're watching this, it's not you. It's not your fault. It's kind of my fault too for expecting a lot. But then we all every gaming store has its ups and downs, and these ups and downs of your gaming store boss, it just kind of strays me away a little bit. So from now on, it'll be Press Start Video Games with Russell. Awesome dude. I recommend him, and that's pretty much it. You have to end on a sad note, but you gotta do what you gotta do to survive in this world, and things happen. That's it, guys, and this is the end of episode 20C. Signing off.